You know, the more I listen to all these issues, frankly, it's just too much. I wish there was an easy button. Click, 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 click. I mean, I can kind of understand why people get impassioned about wanting change. It's more like they just want resolution. Okay, that's fine. I don't know, maybe these people like change, but I think it could be that they just want things the way they want it, that they feel comfortable with. Frankly, I know that's what I want. I want things the way I want, just to be comfortable with. Except, my thing is that I don't know. I don't want to be freaking negative, but I just, okay, let's talk about women's issues. Let's talk about race. Let's talk about gender orientation. Hey, I got an idea. Let's set the clock back to 1950 and not! That would be fucking awesome! God, I can't explain how great it would be just to freaking not. Of course, that's what I'm comfortable with, I don't want anybody to be hurt or anything, when I see real racism, not the freaking, oh, boo-hoo, someone wasn't freaking sensitive to me, or sexism, when I see let's talk about sexism. When I see real sexism, it's like, my God, really? Really? Oh, yeah, I guess so, I mean, but when it's just this friggin' fluffy friggin' foo-foo friggin' postmodernist gay friggin' Marxist not Nazi commie friggin' stuff, I'm just like, God, just be American. If you're an American, you should be glad we're invading you. Shut up and get in line. Yeah, I'm real good here, right? No, I don't know. I'm a ugly little freaking fascist, and I love it. Yeah, happy little ugly fat man. Yeah. I wish the world could be that way. When I was a kid, I wanted to be the boy that was on that Twilight Zone episode. The one that was in Lost in Space, where you could send people to the cornfield. Hey, you! Boing! Freaking Joker, Yeah, you better be nice. You wouldn't like me when I'm not nice. So you better be nice. Yeah. No. Anyway, I don't know. I just, it's just... No, I mean, there's gotta be answers. I mean, I don't care, in my gentler, no, really, honestly, I want people to be happy, I think a lot of people do. When you look at all the politics, it's the necessary evil sort of get when, the nasty things that go on is the way to the means. No one cares about the ends justifying the means. That's just friggin' Sunday school crap, The real thing is friggin' people care about the way to the means and what they're comfortable with. That's why you get friggin', grunge yuppies friggin', going, oh my God, that person didn't do that. And you got these friggin', fundy Christians running around going, that's just horrible, and horrible about a lot of other things, But I'm sorry, when you got your freaking transgender Islamic freaking Uh, I can't even freaking wrap my head around some of the freaking things I've heard. You know, I don't have a problem with race so much, except you know, uh, I'm kind of more multicultural than not. But then again, when I hear so much about race, I start like, oh, that's just a bunch of pandering. I, I mean, it's supposed to be white dominant culture. Excuse me, it's Western culture. You know, it started with the freaking Greeks, or it started in the freaking Middle East with the Arabs, you know, and the Jews, or whatever, Aramaic, whatever racial distinctions were back then. I guess they're different now. A lot of people died off or freaking walled themselves up into freaking rock freaking holes to live because they were going to get freaking hunted down and chopped apart or something. You know, the good old Bible times, I mean, Christ. You know, and then freaking, all these horrible things happening before man could really think, into the Bronze Age, I guess, or something. Oh, yeah. The whole freaking thing of white dominant culture, freaking started with the Arab and Jews, I guess we're the same thing almost. Freaking went off to the Greeks, then it freaking hit the Romans, then from the Romans, it freaking hit freaking, a bunch of races that aren't even considered white now. Excuse me, French, Italian, Spanish, Mexican, please. Want to talk about your white dominant culture? Talk about freaking your Western dominant culture. Talk about freaking conquistadors, Freaking, and then the freaking all this other junk, and then this is supposed to be something to do with freaking gender, Give me a break. It's a direct offshoot. The whole friggin' thing of freaking feminism is just a freaking takeoff of freaking race relations, and the only reason we're having any of these issues at all, well, besides the fact that some dumb idiot was friggin' dumb enough to friggin' import black people here, excuse me, is that offensive? Is it offensive that I said that they brought black people here to be slaves? Oh, maybe it's more offensive I said they sent them back, Oh, well, I don't want to send women back. I just, maybe we should export the friggin' American women and friggin' import the friggin' good docile ones. Yeah, let's trade women. That would be great, I'll take me an Indonesian wife, and if she doesn't work out, I'll probably be a Filipino one. That'll work, You know what I mean? 'Cause if you look at culture, you see that feminism is tied to Jewishness. I mean, it is. I mean, look at all these videos, It's all Marxist and Jewish and stuff. But I don't care. And it would be a lie to say, freaking, I got a thing for Jewish girls. I don't know why. It's just freaking, there's something about them. I know I'd freaking hang myself in about 10 years. Or freaking, when they wore me down finally. But there's something about a sexy Jewish girl. I don't know. It's just, well, maybe a little bit of Italians too. I don't know. Anyway, no. I mean, it's tied to Western culture. Freaking feminism is directly tied to friggin' the West. And you follow that progression, and friggin' you'll see friggin' who's the feminist? Straight from the friggin' Jews, straight to the friggin' Anglos. You know, we were happy little Gauls. You know, we should, we had friggin' them whipping friggin' the crazy friggin' Miss Cratchit, friggin', crazy Gaul women screaming at us to friggin' get the friggin' Romans, oh my God.